Hello, welcome to another Pauper video. This week I've decided to go back to probably my most watched video in the channel. It's Dredge. So, everyone loves Dredge, right? I haven't been playing it because Thraben Charm is a heck of a card and it has made Dredge very hard to play. So, White Weenie's been on a little bit of a downtick because it just hasn't been performing too well against. I think other decks have now realized it's like okay and have set themselves up to try and beat it. So White Weenie's in a bit of a lull, so we thought we'd give Dredge a go. We'll still get hit with some graveyard hate, obviously, but it's not as bad as Thraben Charm because instant speed, exile your graveyard is not good for this deck. So this is the second place list from the most recent challenge from Captain Tsubasa. They've added Malevolent Rumble, so the MH3 card. Seems like a good card for Dredge. The only problem was it wasn't a creature, so that's why I didn't think to add it straight away. But nearly every other card you want to hit anyway as a permanent. I mean, you're not going to hit. So we've got 14 lands, 32 creatures. So the only things you're not going to hit are Malevolent Rumbles, Exhume, and Dread Return, and Acorn Harvest. So all these cards, plus the Malevolent Rumble. Which doesn't really matter. You want these in your bin, you want these in your bin. So if you get like 2 Malevolent Rumbles and 2 Exhumes, you're going to be real sad, but the likelihood on that is not high. You're mainly just there to hit either more things to help you mill, or a land, so then it acts like a pseudo Satyr Wayfinder, right? 2 mana, mill 4, pick a land out of it, get an 0-1. It's pretty much like a Satyr Wayfinder. It just doesn't add a creature to the graveyard when it dies, is the only sad part, but we just want more things to get things into the graveyard, which is why we're also running Circle of the Land Druid. So, ran this once before, didn't find it that great, but it works pretty well in this sort of build of the deck. So what we're really trying to do is just dump as much as we can and just keep chaining creatures that mill to just keep putting like 3 or 4 cards in your graveyard each turn. And then just kill them with a Lot Giant, right? So this mills you for 4. You don't get any value out of it until it dies, and then you can return a land from your graveyard to your hand. It's probably one of the weaker versions, but it does dig the deepest because you don't actually get to pick any of the cards from them. Like Satyr Wayfinder also mills 4, but you get a card back, so it technically only mills 3 unless you don't hit a land. So it does mill the most, and I'm not too much of a fan of Circle, but this is what Captain Tsubasa ran, so I'm going to give it a shot. So we're not running My Triton, and we're not running Rubble Belt Maverick, because they only mill 2. So they're not worth it, so we're just running everything we can. So mill 4, Satyr Wayfinder, mill 4, Blanchwood Player, mill 3. Scrapwork Mutt's here because it has Unearth, and we can do it with, and we can dredge back Stinkweed Imp with it. So it's technically like a mill 5 with Stinkweed Imp. So that's why we're also running Scrapwork Mutt. Stinkweed Imp's here because, yeah, it mills 5 if we ever hit it in the graveyard, which is great. And then we can chain with it with Scrapwork Mutt, which is one of the, like, this is why the deck is called Dredge, because we have literally one Dredge card. We got the full 4th Lot Less Giants because you just need 1. Sometimes you need 2 in your graveyard to be able to like return 1 back, and then sacrifice the 3 creatures to dread return another 1 back. It comes up more often than you think, so run the whole 4, especially with a lot of graveyard hate. Just having more opportunities to get one in your graveyard after they get exiled is also pretty handy. We got the 4 Exhume package to cheat out a Generous Scent or a Troll early if we need to, otherwise it's just Dread returns 5 to 8. Acorn Harvest is there just as a way to get Dread Return to work if they keep killing our creatures. It's used to run 4, people run 3, now we're down to 2. 2 seems to be a good number. just to be able to turn on that Dread Return with like one Stinkweed Imp that you dredge. So it's like you can play this for 5 mana, flashback, Dread Return, kill people. To the mana base, we have... So we're only running 14 lands, which is very... not... very low, for my opinion, but this is what they ran. I mean, technically we're running 22, right? Because we're running 4 Generous and 4 Troll, because they're just lands that are creatures in your graveyard, which works well with Dredge. Running 6 Forests, 3 Swamp, because nearly all our 2-drops that get more lands are green, so we definitely want more Forests than Swamps, but we still need a decent amount to be able to flashback, or cast a Dread Return if we ever draw it. We're running all, like, one of each of all the Jund lands to be able to search for with Generous and or Troll. I'm running 2 Conduit Pylons as a rainbow land that can mill us for 1 if we need it to. So that gives us like 4 red sources, if not like a bucket load more if you can all these, which is generally enough from my experience. And onto the sideboard, we have 3 Rotten Reunion for graveyard-based decks, probably mainly flickered decks to exile the Ephemerate if it ever gets too iffy, and for the Mirror. Snuff Out is for Brood Scale. So Brood Scale is quicker than what we can do, is quicker than how we can win. So we need some way to interact with it. Snuff Out's the best way to do that, just because it's free. Ancient Grudge, Affinity is everywhere, so run 4 of these. And Gnaw to the Bone. So we can't Gnaw to the Bone from the main, because we should be able to just hopefully chump red, chump all the like red burn spell, chump all the Kadolitha tokens or goblin creatures until we manage to bring back and kill them, or we try and exhume punk them with a Generosent, and that gains us 3 and gets us a big creature that they can't deal with. Because if you watch any of my last videos, that's generally how I beat red. But Gnaw to the Bone is in the sideboard because it's only really good against Madness and Kadolitha. It's pretty bad against everything else. So I'd rather have this Turbo Shell that just lets us win as quickly as possible without sort of dawdling and gaining life like this one does. So if we lose to red, that's fine. We'll side all these in, then they side in their relics and we cry a little, but that's fine. We take a few percentage points against or off red to gain a few percentage points against everything else. So anyway, this is Dredge. Let's dredge some people out. All right, welcome to round 1 versus Klugs. We have land plus Cycler plus a couple of things. This seems fine. We will keep. Probably just get another tap land unless we draw an untapped land. Ooh, Roswell Bridge. Okay, well, hopefully they don't have Thraben Charm in this Boros-ish deck. We'll just get Haunted Mire because we do not need untapped lands. And we would, at this point in time, and we would rather draw untapped lands. Ooh, Mardu. Okay, so we will try to find a way first. Hit land, please. Excellent. And we'll just pass. So now we can dredge, and then we can scrapwork, might dredge again. They whiff a land drop. Unless they plan it now. Nope, okay. We will dredge this. We will rumble. We will take the land. We can't dread return from hand yet. So we'll play this. We'll discard the Stinkweed Imp. I've already got a lot less in graveyard, so I don't need it. So we'll just pitch this, dredge it back, now I have 10 creatures in graveyard. I can put 2 more in. Flashback, Dread Return. So we'll just attack. And we should be able to win next turn with the double Scrapwork Mutt. And then we just gotta hope that they don't hit Relic game 2 and 3. Well, it should be okay. Dredge this back. Play Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Dredge. There's only one Dread Return in the graveyard. Otherwise, we'd be able to do both. I guess I can attack with everything and then flashback. Oh, I got another Scrapwork Mutt, so why don't I just do that? Still no second Dread Return, but that's 18 creatures, so now all I have to do is... Well, I'll attack first. Get in an extra 1 point of damage, and then just sack all the creatures. Yep. GG. Okay, so we don't need Naughtbone against them. Ancient Grudge, I guess we can put in a couple. Because I feel like they're going to run Relic. They may be running Thraben Charm as well, but we don't really know at this point in time. So we'll take out 1 Exhume. Because we want to keep the creature count high. Maybe 1 Rumble. Oh, I like the Rumble. I'm gonna take out a Giant. Alright, no lander. This is the problem with the 14 land deck. So we've got a pseudo 3 lands. That doesn't really help if we don't have the first one. This one we just got none, so we're gonna mulligan again. To this is all fine. We'll keep this. We'll put back both Dread Returns. It's going to suck for them to be both on the bottom, though. I guess I don't need Stinkweed in hand at this point, so we'll just do this. Okay, Troll is pretty good. Yeah, I think we just play this, and then we'll cycle for a Swamp. And we can play Branchwood Plowler turn 2 and play Malevolent Rumble. At least we got black and green up. Wildfire's fine. We'll do this. You never know, I might rip in a Zoom off the top. Even though I started one out. Alright, you get to do something turn 4. I mean, they could do a 4-drop early. Let's just Prowl first. We will get the black source. I don't think we only need 1 red, which I've already got in hand. We need the double black for the Dread Return. Although technically I could have gotten that with the Generous Scent, so... Oh no, I couldn't because there's only 1 Haunted Mire and it would have been in the graveyard. Oh, it's Synth. I thought it was going to be Ephemerate. Okay, so let's just rumble in the jungle now. We will take a Branchwood Prowler. We will play a Haunted Mire. We'll attack for 1. Haven't hit that many creatures. It's fine. It's their only white source too. Oops, Inspector. They can't play because they don't have any more white. Swamp. Doesn't really help them. I mean, it might do if they're running low on lands, but I think they need more white sources. So they play white source. Alright, we're going to dredge. Alright, 4 creatures in graveyard. We're still cutting it pretty fine. It's not terrible. Because we can just bring back a lot less giant now. If they've got a journey or a cast down, that's good for us. Do 7. Do 8. Actually, we'll do 10. Okay, we will cycle this. I think I play a tap land here. And then I can whack him for 10 with the Lotless Giant. Axe him for 10. They gain 3, which is fine. I'll just play a Wooded Ridgeline. Hope they don't have Graveyard Hate. And the dredging of the Stinkweed Imp hopefully hits me another Lotless Giant, even though I sided 1 out. Well, that helps. But not really. We had to hope. So I don't think dredging does anything here. So we'll just leave it. And then we'll just concede. Oh, I could try and Dread Return. That'll be in my graveyard. But I think that'll just be up too much stuff. Alright, so we try and do this. Yep, it's fine. Let's go in graveyard, and we can do this, see what's on top. Yeah, we'll keep that, it's pretty good. That'll help us start the chain again. Because we can rumble into, like, Scrapwork Mutt, and then we're almost got a decent chance again. If they hit another relic, we're in a bit of trouble. Refurb's fine. As much as I would love to discard the Stinkweed Imp. Actually, let's discard the Stinkweed Imp. Actually, I'm going to play another Glinthawk. And just Limbus, okay. Take 2. Alright, we're not going to dredge here, because the Rumble's better, I believe. So we play this. We will... I think Scrapwork Mutt is... it's probably better in the graveyard, actually. I'll play this. Now I can scrapwork mutt. It isn't terrible. Let's do it. This. And then we will dread return back this Lawless Giant. And we'll attack with that. Like, I probably should have, maybe I should have waited to one more turn to dredge the Stinky and then pitch it with the whatever you call it, scrapwork mutt. Up to 15. Now I've just got stinkweeds for days. I'll just play both of these. I may just be dead to... I'll just play this land. Attack with everything. We will just block. Probably dead to 2 bolts here. Sure. I'll play that, return Synth. Play Synth. Bridge doesn't matter. Play another Synth. Planes doesn't matter. Okay, now we just gotta hope we hit a scrapwork mutt. Which we do not. That's just a shame. How many scrapwork mutts did we lose? So we used the one, so maybe I should have waited a turn, and I might have been able to go off. But at this point, all I can really do, like they may have the burn spell, but I can cast Acorn Harvest, cast a Stinkweed Imp, return, do 11, which isn't enough, so I will concede that the relic got me there. And they run Cast Down. So they run Cast Down, which makes me think like maybe Zoom is bad, so that's why we cut it. I'm gonna cut a Circle of the Land Druid actually. Bring back this. Oh, it's Phil, it's the weakest one. Because it doesn't get your land straight away. Didn't see either of the Ancient Grudges. Well, I saw them in my opening hands, but I had to mulligan them away. I think I still like the 2 Acorn Harvest. I don't need Gnaw to the Bone. I think it's fine. Yes, first. 2 lander, and then we can go from there, so that's fine. We'll keep. Bit slow. Tap land into this is always awkward. So the question is, do I get a green-black? Well, they're mulligan to 5. Do I get a green-black or the green-red? Alright, untap land. Dang, okay. I've got Dread Return in hand, so I've got to get the green-black, right? No relic? Nice, okay. That doesn't really help with all of these. Actually, it sort of does. I can play it straight into Stinkweed Imp. Or do I just keep doing the setup? Okay, we'll rumble first. We will take Forest. Yeah, Forest. And now we will Forest. Scrap work mode. And we'll just dredge this bad boy. It's 3 Dread returns in the graveyard. It's not great. There's a Bajuka Bog. Now we've only got 1 Dread return left. Rot-row. So I guess we Prowler. Into Rumble. Guess I just take the Troll. Nah. Oh, yeah, actually I might be able to cast it next turn. Get a lot of non-creatures this game. Cast down. That's not going to help you. I mean, you can use it if you want. Chooses not to. Let's dredge this. Play land. It's a lot of creatures now. I think I hit 5 off that one. Attack with these. So cast down is exiled. So I can just Dread return this Lotleth Giant. They take 5, flash it back, not worth. Okay, so instead, let's shoot the synthesizer. Let's just play this troll. Or I could cast double Stinkweed. So let's just cast 1 Stinkweed. I'm going to pop this relic. I mean, pop the synthesizer. I'm going to try to beat him down this way. Because if they tap out and do something funky... The Wildfire's good to go. I should be able to get them with the Dread Return and the Flashback Dread Return. Alright, well, we've got to play that. Oh, they've missed their land drop. Dang, that means they're going to return the Bajuka Bog. Yep. Yep, okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to cast this troll. I'm going to attack with the Stinkweed. I may not have any Lotleth Giants left. 1, 2... Oh, I've got some. Now they can play an Inspector. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just bringing that back. I guess I circle first. Yes, please. Scrapwork mutt. 5 creatures. No lot left. Let's play Stinkweed. Attack with Stinkweed. They may have a relic, which isn't good for me. Yep, there it is. Okay, now just attack with all the 2/2s. Control's okay. So we'll attack with this, this, and this. Yep. Troll. And then I have another cast down. They've used 2? Yes, Clint Hawk, yep. Get rid of Synth. I'll probably play that. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's annoying. Goodbye, Dread Return. I can bring back Scrapwork Mutt. Discard this forest. Exhume? Okay. It's not great. Attack with these. I have to triple block the troll, so we're going to be taking 6. Don't know how Troll of Kazakhstan works. Yep. Pass. And hope they don't find a removal spell for the troll. Yep, it's good for me. They find the removal spell for the troll. God damn. Yep. Alright, dredge this. Replay it. Could exhume. To bring back the troll. I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to pass. So I have 2 Lotless Giants left. Hopefully I don't refurbish Familiar Me. That's fine. That's not fine. Yep. Like, hey, I dealt with 4 graveyard exiles, okay? Jeez. Yeah, okay. I'll scoop. I'll scoop. I don't think... Yeah, it won't even show me. Like, I don't want to pitch this Exhume. I need it to do other things, so... We tried. Just couldn't deal with 2 relics, 2 Bajuka Bogs. Yeah, this is what we're trying to avoid, but oh, we'll see. We almost got there. We'll see how we do in the next one. Alright, round 2. This is Brett S. This hand is almost keepable, but I can't justify keeping a 1-lander, so we have to mulligan. This one is still a 1-lander, so I got a mulligan again. Okay, we got land, so we'll keep. I'll put back this and a land. And then we'll hope the scrapwork might does the job. Oh my god, is this the mirror? I'll just play a forest. I'll be gardens. Okay, let's get a black source. I'll put that in the bin. Scrappy doo. I am not playing Circle first because I don't want them to kill it with its ability on the stack, and I want a land in my hand. So now I can cast it next turn, and we should be okay. And they're probably on gardens, and hopefully they don't hit the one of Bajuka Bog. Yes, I would like to mill 4 cards. Exhume. That's pretty good. So I think I'm gonna scrapwork Mutt. Well, it seems like a waste to scrapwork Mutt and not sacrifice it. They don't really have anything. Maybe asking if I'm recording a video. Do I giant now? Well, they don't really have anything. I think I'm gonna troll. Get just a swamp. And then play Stinkweed? No, I need to scrapwork Mutt. Let's just exhume. I'll make him use a removal spell. This next turn I can attack with everything. Yep. So I get to return this. That's fine. So now I play this. Whiff. But hit the Acorn Harvest, which is all I needed, I think. There's 13 creatures. Okay, cool. We got there. So we hit the Acorn Harvest. And now we can just Dread return back the giant that they killed. Cool. They got stuck on lands. But that was good for me. What do we need to do here? Just hope they don't hit Graveyard Hate, like most other decks. I think we're fine. We don't need Gnaw to the Bone. They don't run Relic. It'll just be Nihil Spellbomb, so they're just going to crack it anyway, so there's no point for Ancient Grudge. We don't need to worry about their graveyard, and all their creatures are black, so our sideboard is useless, and hopefully we just get lucky and don't roll the Bajuka Bog. Alright, a no-lander. A 3-lander, we can keep this. I'm going to put back this Acorn Harvest. Alright, I'm just going to cycle for a basic forest so I can cast this Circle of the Land Druid. Hopefully tap out. Cool, and hopefully I hit a land off this Land Druid. Yep, I think it's still the correct play. Land? Yep, nice. A lot of good cards there. Okay, let's just attack. And I'm probably just going to cast the Stinkweed Imp. Which is actually probably a bad idea. I had 2 Scrapwork Mutts in my graveyard. I really should have kept it in hand to dredge 5 each time. And if they Bajuka Bog me now, I really don't have much. Another lot with China. Okay, well. Good for me, I guess. Block. Sure. Sax. Sure. Let's just flashback this Scrapwork Mutt. I don't have a Dread to turn in my graveyard. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I don't want this Thoughtless Giant in my hand. The Guardian. Trying to find that bog. I think I got an Avenging Hunter in their graveyard. So now I can Dread Return. I'll attack first. I think we're just going to cycle this. And Dread Return back. Giant. Knock him for 5. Pass. And they'll probably kill it. Well, my graveyard doesn't die. I think I'm okay. Rough. Okay. Okay. Now they exile the graveyards. Yep. Rough. Alright. Back on the stink train. Toot toot. Attack it. Yeah. It's going to be a little painful. I just wonder how many relics they run. It wouldn't be more than 2, would be my guess. That's fine as well. Not fantastic, but... There goes my Exhume. Get another one anyway. Crit Rats is fine. Branchwood Prowler, I'll take that. We hit a land. Didn't hit any creatures. They're going to gain 3 life. Yep. I just need to get something to get my chain going again. To dump stuff into my graveyard. That sort of works. You know, just block, sure. Okay. Do I Lotleth Giant now? For 1? I guess just because it puts a creature in play? What is that? Like, surely they got creature removal, but it's fine. I can try and bring it back with Dread Return or Exhume if they don't exile my graveyard again. And they can't play a Tithing Blade. Because they really don't want this to die. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll attack. That's fine. Am I scared? Of another piece of graveyard hate? Not yet, anyway. So let's play this. I'll dredge back. Discard this. Dredge back this. 6 creatures. I can try and play this. Dread return back, which might be the play. Sure. And another one? Sure, okay. So I need to sweep my board, or exile my graveyard. It's all 4 defiles in like 2 turns. Yep. Yep. Just no relic. It's a sweeper, but that's fine. Because I've got the Exhume in hand. So we dredge back Stinky to 11. So we Scrapwork Mutt. Bring it back up to 12. I'll attack. And Exhume. Get back Lawless Giant. Do 11. Don't have Reckoner's Bargain to gain 1. Gain 2. It's Bajuka Bog on top of your deck. Oh, I can see it with the Dread and Sorrow. That's rough. Well, we got through a relic. Woo! The second one would have got us, but we had enough to power through to get enough to, yeah, kill them with the second one. So the fact that we drew the second Exhume after they duress the first one really helped. So apologies, Brett. We'll see you in the next one. Alright, round 3 versus Lamila. I'd like to go first. We have some lands we'll keep. If we ever have 2 lands in hand, I'm generally keeping. So turn 1 Bog, turn 2 Circle. And hope to hit a Stinkweed Imp off that. Then we can dredge it back, mill it with the Scrapwork Mart, and have a good time. Green. Okay, so we will play the Circle. We will, yes, we would like to mill. 3 creatures, no Stinkweed. Ooh, is this the mirror? Okay. There's elves? I'm already very confused. Okay, I don't have much. So I guess we cycle this for the red-green one. And we will cycle this for a untapped swamp. We'll play Wooded Ridgeline and just pass. Depends what they do. If they're on elves, they are. Okay. So I don't think I dread return the... troll, because I don't think it's going to get me anywhere. I really just need to turbo through everything. So we'll do this. We hit... I'll just get another untapped swamp. And now I'm just going to... Scrap work mart. I'm just going to discard this acorn harvest. Exhume. Doesn't really help me. This is a very slow elf draw. That's fine. That's fine. Attack with that. I will block with this. Bring back Forest. Malevolent Rumble is a good card. So we will play that. Oh, look at them all. Does it just take Wayfinder? It digs the deepest. I mean, Circle technically digs the deepest, but I'd rather draw a land off it than draw it later. I guess it doesn't really matter. Whoops. No, I don't want that one. Circle. So now I can... circle into... No scrap... No Dredgy boy yet. So I guess I will play this. There is now a Dredgy boy and a Dread return. There's only one lot less giant in the graveyard, though. So, if I exhume, they get back a generous Ent. They have more creatures than me, but that's fine. I've got Acorn Harvest. I've got plenty of mana. 11 creatures. Okay. I think I just wait. I should be able to, like, do a triple reanimation spell next turn. And I shouldn't die. So we should be okay. I hit a Birch Law and a Korean Ranger. Korean Ranger is not good for me. Three, four. I'm a Timberwatch. Okay. Well, I think I can't die this turn, which is good. I think I still... Well, they've already used... Yeah, I'm not going to block. They've already used Quirion, so they can't kill me. So we cycle this. Get the last land. Dredge this back to 15 with 2 Lotless Giants. There we go. So that's all we really needed. So we'll just Dread return back this Lotless Giant. Mark it for a lot. And then we just Flashback this Dread Return for the other one. Sacking these 3. Okay. So this is just a race, is all this is. We could bring in some snuff outs to try and help the race. But I don't think they run any graveyard hate. Actually, I don't think we need Acorn Harvest. Because they're not going to kill our creatures, right? So we'll just swap them for snuff outs. And I'll swap an Exhume for a snuff out, just to maybe slow them down a bit. Because Exhume's usually only good when you're trying to reanimate one of these 2 things really quickly. Otherwise, we just want to dredge through everything we can as possible and flashback Dread Return. 2-lander, we'll keep. Underdog this time. And we'll just cycle straight away. Get this. Yep. Mana dork it up. Take 1. Play Wayfinder. Whiff. Dang. Okay. It's fine. 3 cards. Well Wishes bad for us. I play Quirion. Untap. Yeah, okay. Yep. I don't actually know how we beat Well Wish other than the snuff outs, which is... So that means I can't really flashback this... I can't dredge the Stinky. Because I need to try to draw snuff out. Which I can't really do with any of the cards I've got. So maybe I just need to try to turbo as quickly as I can. We'll do this one. Get a forest. Play a prowler. Hit the swamp we need. Okay, we might be able to outrace the life gain from the Well-Wisher. Maybe. Well, the fact that they can untap it on my turn... Oh, there we go. That's not fantastic. Try to stinkweed him. Okay, 11 creature cards. So let's just play another Branchwood Prowler. Whiff, probably. Yep. Play a Malevolent Rumble. Yep. Just Conduit Pylons. Pass. Haven't hit a snuff out yet. You're going to attack in? I've got a 2-2. Is this a trick? And they're using all their blue mana too. Okay. I guess I'm gonna block like this. Yes. To 38. To 47. Yeah. Okay, I guess that doesn't... I guess that means that they don't really need the blue. Do I dredge a stinkweed? No. I've got enough in hand. So let's rumble. Yep, see a snuff out. That's what I expected. Just take a land, I guess. Play Conduit Pylons. Put that in the graveyard. I'll just pass. And I may just be dead to a Well-Wisher. So even if I manage to get like 20-something creatures in the graveyard, I can bring it back 3 times, but they're going to be like at 70-something. They can just keep untapping. Cancel. Try and draw snuff out. I can't beat the Well-Wisher. I just can't do it. Yep, nothing coming soon. So I'll cut another Exhume for the 4th snuff out. And we'll see if I can beat the Well-Wisher this time. So it's Well-Wisher and Timberwatch Elf are the things that scare me. Sure. We will just get a basic swamp. Oh, Wayfinder's pretty decent. I'll play that. No whiffs. Oh, there's the snuff out gone. Guess I just take Conduit Pylon number 2. I'll take Forest. I only need 1 Conduit Pylon. Priest is fine. Spar is fine. Dredge this back. Just rumble. Good scrapwork, Matt. But we'll just rumble. I guess I take this generous Ent. And could scrapwork Mutt now. Could also rumble a second time. I'll rumble a second time. I don't have a choice. Okay. And pass. Only 5 creatures in my graveyard. What a waste. Birch Law Huntmaster. Okay. Yes. Huntmaster. Timberwatch, okay. Yes. As long as there's no Quarian Ranger, I'm not technically dead yet. But the fact that I have, like, drawn so little good stuff is my problem. I guess I just conjure pylons. I don't think I'm dead. I could be. There's no giant in my... Oh, there is one giant. I think I just pile on, see what's on top, bin it probably anyway. Yep, get out of here. Play this, dredge the stinky. Bring it back to 11. Already played a land. I can play Stinkweed Imp. Because I could just Dread Return now. And then I'm going to take, what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, well, let's, okay, so what are these currently? 6 elves. So they play a Huntmaster. That makes 7, so it's 14. And if they hit any other elf, I'm just dead. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, oh. Because I have to block... So let's say I have to block with everything. Block, block, block. And then the one thing will get through. So that means 1... So it needs to be 18, so I need 9 elves. Which they will get there with Huntmaster makes 7. And then one more elf will get them there anyway. So I've just got to hope that they have nothing other than that Huntmaster. I think is my only out here. Just didn't hit enough creatures early. Yep, and that'll get it. Yeah, oh, there's a Quarian Ranger. I'll concede. I can't be the Quarian Ranger. We lost the race. Disappointing, but... Oh well, we didn't lose to Graveyard Hate that time, we just lost because they were faster than us. Which is a shame, but oh well, it's what happens. Let's see if we can get a 3-2. Alright, I forgot to hit record, but we're up, it's, what is this, round 4? Versus Joe Villialo. Sand was fine, I kept it. I'm going to play this Conduit Pylons, see what's on top. We'll keep that on top. And we'll hope that one of these two Prowlers can hit us a... Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting... I was expecting mono red, but I guess if they didn't play anything on turn 1... Oh, is this Turbofog? I mean, we've got an okay matchup against Turbofog as long as they don't have Bog, which if they're running an extra color source, then probably not. Land? Excellent. Yeah, we'll dredge. Why not? Attack. For 1. Get him. I probably shouldn't have played that land, actually. In case I hit a tapped land. Yep. Punished. Absolutely punished, but that's fine. Yeah, this do be looking like Turbofog. Alright, so if they're running, they just got to hit the... Just have to make sure they don't hit the one of Bog. If they hit the one of Bog, we're in for a bad time. It's pretty good. And I'll attack for 2. Play this. Discard Stinkweed. Bring this back. Play Exhume. Bring back Lilith Giant. Oh, yep, sure. Bang. Campfire. Okay. Let's just play this. We hit a land. That's pretty decent. And another giant. We'll attack with the team. Taking it? They're gonna fog. Oh, they took it. Okay. What do I do then? Do I just dread return back another Lilith Giant? I don't need a second Scrapwork come out in the graveyard, so we'll just stack these. Tempt you, whack you for 9. Down to 11. They've got another Dread Return. So maybe I just use it now. Because this is lethal. Yep, okay. They take 11. And then do I'll just exhume. Just put this one into play. Whack him again. And then see if they got a fog. Maybe not. They've got a mountain in hand, so they can play a land. Oh, scoops up. Okay. That was a lot of life gain. It may not be Turbofog. I think I just run it back. We're just playing on both on our own random game plans, so should be okay. Can't keep this. Only one land. We keep this. Put back the giant. We'll hit one eventually. It's life gain tribal. Into campfire? Oh, Lorraine revealed. Okay. Let's get the black red land. Giant. Wayfinder. We can hit that land. Nope. Okay. Guess we'll just play this. Yes, we'd like to mill. Play this. Attack for 1. Go spiral. No Bajuka Bog. Ooh, lucky. Attack it. Yep. Get a red source. Just another green. Yep. That's fine. Okay. So we will conjure pylons. We will dump you. We will scrap work mutt. Discard this Lotleth giant. Attack for 2. Attempt to dread return back a Lotleth giant. Counter it? Sure. Attempt to exhume. Yep. So you take 11. Oh, I was going to say, why didn't I get a land back? Because I don't have any. I thought my circle land draw did trigger, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Alright, I get to draw 2. Yes. Okay. It's alright. We will attack first. And fog. Tangle, okay. I could just dread return, but I'm gonna scrap work mutt. Discard a swamp. Get a stinkweed. Nice. So there is no dread return in my graveyard. So I think I'm just gonna play. Actually, I'm gonna scrap work mutt. Discard this. Dredge it back. Didn't it dread return? Alright, play red line. Pass. Gain 2. Lost a creature from my graveyard, but I gained a couple more. Did I get a scrap? Yeah, Stinky? I did. So we will stink up the place. Play this land. Attack for 2. Just dread return a Lolith Giant. Arcane Denial. Okay. Flashback, Scrapwork Mart. Dredge Stinky. Yep, cool. Alright. Easy. Yeah. Turbofog don't find their one Bajuka Bog. It is quite easy to beat them. So, 2-2. See if we can get that 3-2. Okay, final round versus Vespi. I'd like to go first. Yep, we gotta keep 2 land, Branchwood Plower. Easy pickings. Haven't had any, like, Exhume cheating hands, which has been very disappointing. I think I'm going to turn on Pylons. And that can go to the bin. And what are they on? More green decks. Green decks are everywhere. Abundant Growth. Hexproof? It's the only deck that usually plays that card. Rumble is probably better because it digs me deeper. Guess I just take Forest. I sort of wanted to take the Generous Ent, but it'll be too slow. It's definitely looking hexproofy. Ledgewalker. Okay, we just got to hope that they don't hit a very big life linky thing early. We don't have any interaction for this deck either. I think it's time we race, actually. Yeah, Generous Ink can't block this, so there's no point. We just make a 6-5 and try and beat them down. So the next turn we can Prowler plus Scrapwork Mutt to dredge the Stinkweed. And then we can bring back another Scrapwork Mutt to dredge the Stinkweed, and hopefully that should be enough to get enough power to kill him. They're stuck on white, which is good. Well, they had a white, but they decided to use a Rancor instead. Take 3. Can't do anything about it. Any land? Oh, just going to get a white. Yep. Stinkweed number 2. Alright, so let's play Prowler first. Whiff. Play Scrapwork Mutt. Have not hit a Dread return. Attack for 6. Yeah, I just need to hit a Dread return. In which I've got a Dredge 5. Yeah, so I can cast Branchwood Plower and Dredge with a Scrapwork Mutt. Attack for 4. Okay. Dread return. I think gets me there anyway. Yeah, that works. So I just attack with these two, because I want to keep my Scrapwork Mutt alive. We can't block there. Apologies. You can block there. Take 6. And then turn this to black. Sack this. Dread return. Giant. Take 8. And then I can flash it back to do another 12, because there is another lot less giant in the bin. That was good. Okay, we do not need Acorn Harvest, because they don't have any interaction. This doesn't work, this doesn't work, so we're just bringing in Gnaw to the Bone, because we just need to survive. But if they gain any big life linky enchantment, then we're probably just dead. Anyway, so maybe just 2 Gnaw to the Bone. And we just try to go for the early cheat Exhume plan again. Which we can do here. So we will keep this. So turn 1, cycle for just a normal swamp. Turn 2, play Swamp Exhume. Yep. Useless card. Alright, we'll just get Swamp. Yep. Yep. Plus Rancor. Oh, okay. This is okay. If they hit an Armadillo Cloak, I'm in for a bad time. Scrapwork Mutt's okay. I think I'm still just going to Exhume. It's fine. Gets Armadillo Cloak, which is the worst possible option. And they got a bigger boy, plus an Armadillo Cloak. Yeah, I think I just scoop. Yeah. I miss, yeah. don't expect Hexproof that much anymore. Alright, we just have to hope that they stumble, pretty much. Which they did in that game. This is fine. We can keep this. I'm getting down to 4. This is how Hexproof functions. You just gotta try to get a functional hand. Okay, Ridgeline. Go. So next turn we Wayfinder, and then we can do whatever. Like we've got we've got all sorts of good stuff. We just got to hope that they don't hit anything too big too quick. Alright, give me a land, please. Nice. No creatures in graveyard, though. Okay, what do we got? Ledgewalker? Yep. With Cartouche. Okay. That's fine. I got one card left. Can be blocked by creatures with flying. So Ent still can't. Oh, Stinkweed can block it. No, it's got first strike. So do I scrapwork Mutt? Do I rumble? So I'm going to rumble first. Take a Prowler. Now I can play the Prowler. Whiff, okay. Don't attack. Still 3 creatures in my graveyard. Alright, not big enchantment, please. Sure, okay. I can deal with this. Alright, I think we got lucky with what they've drawn. Wayfinder first. Hope to hit a land. And then we just scrapwork Mutt. We get Swamp finally. Play the Swamp. Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Stinkweed. Dredge it back. Hit almost no creatures again. Attack with this. Okay, I got 2 Dread Returns, 3 Exhumes in the graveyard. Didn't hit another Stinky? No. Land, nice. Means I should hopefully be able to win here. There is 1 Lotless Giant in the graveyard. So, 6 creatures. There's only 1 giant. So it means I'm going to have to do this first. Discard this. Bring it back. $11 creatures. I can attack with everything. They block here. Take 4. Go to 14. Let's scrapwork Mutt, I think, here. Discard this. Bring it back. Whiff? Really? Okay. Like, the safer option probably would have been to, flashback. A Gnaw to the Bone. Cool. Go to 12. I've got 11 creatures in my graveyard, so I think I still get there. And then we flashback. Target giant. And sacrifice just 3 creatures that will stay in the graveyard. Should be enough. Math checks out. Woo! Okay. 3-2. We lost to Elves. And we beat some. We lost to Elves and we lost to 4 graveyard exile effects in one deck in one game. So it's fine. I like the turbo aspect of this one. So yeah, let's wrap this up. Okay, went 3-2. Lost to Elves because they were just a turn quicker than us, and we didn't hit any creatures in our graveyard in the first couple of dredges. We lost to Mardu Synth because they just hit all the graveyard hate. We tried. We really did. We beat Gardens because we're usually pretty good. As long as they don't hit the 1-of Bog in game 1, we should be fine. And then hopefully we should be able to sort of grind them out game 2 and 3. Turbofog. Turbofog's easy if they don't hit their 1 Bog. And Hexproof, in which they mulliganed to 5 and 4 in the games we won. So I think we only won because of luck there. Like, maybe we need maybe we need Ray of Revelation back in the graveyard. I mean, back in the sideboard. I don't actually know what, like, in the current meta you would really want Rotten Reunion for, to be honest. So I can see maybe just swapping them out. Like, because no one's playing Dredge, because that's what you'd sort of want it for, is for the mirror, but and like flicker decks which aren't being played, and yeah, because everything else requires like a lot of the graveyard, like Terra. There's no point Rotten Reunioning something from Terra because it doesn't really matter to them. You can exile 1 creature from Affinity's graveyard if you're really, but you got no sideboard slots for that anyway because you're starting an Ancient Grudge. Yeah, so maybe we swap out Rotten Reunion just to improve Hexproof if Hexproof is something we're more worried about. But I did like the turbo nature of this deck. So just having all these, so it's like mill 4 cards, well, mill 3 cards, mill 4 cards, mill 2 cards, get a land, mill 3 cards, get a land, mill 5 cards if you have a Stinkweed Imp. Like, that is a lot of being able to restart your graveyard if it gets exiled with any one of these effects. It also helps, like, each one sort of helps dig into the other. Because, like, all of the ones that loot, or all the ones that just mill straight away can mill both, like, Scrapbook Mutt and Stinkweed Imp, which is another mill 5 by themselves. Exhume was still good. We didn't play against red, so we didn't miss the Nord of the Bone, but I can see wanting it if we if we ever did come up against red, I'd be really feeling missing it. But deck just feels very solid. 14 lands, we only mulliganed a couple of times down to like 4 or 5, and it didn't affect us too much. There was a lot of times where we got stuck on black, which I don't think really matters, because you just mainly want to hit green for all these things. But there was a couple of times where we had Dread Return in hand and we just didn't have the double black, which was a little bit of an issue. But yeah, didn't matter too much. Yeah, decks. I think this seems like a very good version of Dredge currently. If you can avoid all the Thraben charms, which we did that run, but we still hit, like, what, 2 decks with Relic and 2 decks with Bajuka Bog and 2 faster green decks with Life Gain. So, like, most decks have, like, ways to beat this deck, and some are more brutal than others, but yeah, it's still fun. It's still very math heavy, but yeah, it's still not terrible, even though no one really plays it anymore. So yeah, thanks Captain Tsubasa for getting second, I believe, with this version, and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.